Let me make sure this isn't too loud too. Okay, there we go. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Captain Quasar, and welcome back to another late night stream. We're going to be talking about aesthetics today. I have some actual articles and stuff pulled up that I've found from across time, across the net, talking about different aspects of aesthetics and different stuff. But as always, we want to look at some different cool aesthetics from the past, from the present, and maybe coming to the future. Thank you all the regular schmegulas that have come in, and hello anybody that hasn't been here before. Remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already. We do these streams all the time, not that consistently. I'm trying to do them more. That's why we're here. And I got the soundboard working. Everything's looking great. Let me I am going to keep the background music going for this stream, though, just because we're going to be reading and stuff, so I feel like a little bit of subtlety is nice.
Why do people keep saying Superman Hassan Superhero W?
So true. But as always, we're going to start at Kari. It's one of my favorite sites to look at. There honestly aren't too many aesthetics even put on here, but when I think of aesthetics, it is like the one page I go to, the one website I go to, as opposed to the aesthetics wiki page. Because as we've talked about, the aesthetics wiki is just so full of so many different things. And that's why I'm really trying to figure out what it is. I think the first thing we did when talking about aesthetics was watching a crash course on the, I think I have a Wikipedia page, on aestheticism. Talking about the history of aesthetics, stuff like that. I'm trying to take notes. This is going to become a video, That's what we're shooting for. Yes, a bonk as always. The bonk always brings the serotonin. See, I think it works perfectly too, because I realized I can do it at the end of the... And I think that those two together, really something powerful. But here, let's see some of these ones we haven't looked at, actually, because there's acid graphics from the 2010s to present. What is this? Oh, it's Lady Gaga. See, Lady Gaga is in a lot of these aesthetics pictures, which I think is kind of funny. So she's in acid graphics, rule bending, medium blending, Instagram grunge full of horror vacuum, chrome type, oddball textures, and self-referentialism. Foundation, research by pending research. So they don't know where this name came from. I feel like they made this one up. Not gonna lie. Tommy Cash. I feel like this could fit into other aesthetics, but I get what they're saying, just this. I don't know if acid would be the right word for a lot of these, but like a surrealist type thing. Interesting. See, one thing I am interested in is the corporatization of different aesthetics. So when I see things like corporate Gen X cyber, it does kind of... It piques my curiosity. But, so corporate Gen X cyber is... God damn, this one's actually really loud. Some of these songs I need to, really figure out how loud they are. But a short-lived aesthetic, CGXC, is composed of a mix of several movements from the late 1980s onward. From the typographical experimentation of grunge, the incorporation of computer-generated and manipulated imagery of April Grayman, gonna have to look that up, April Grayman style graphics, and a watered-down, corporate-friendly version of both early 1990s... Sorry, I'm changing things up on here. And a watered-down, corporate-friendly version of both early 1990s rave flyer graphics and artistic experimentation with computer graphics, e.g. Wired Magazine, it seemed to be the go-to style to appear contemporary, especially for companies in industries associated with the blooming fields of the era: web, multimedia, telecommunications, biotech, etc. Certain loose but still somewhat restrained fonts like FF Meta, Template Gothic, Rotis, Den are associated with this aesthetic, modified with grunge-light treatments like extended underlines, blur translucency, displacement, distorted stroke, weights, and sizes. These are paired with images that are sometimes heavily saturated, warped, blurred, motion blur especially, overlaid on top of each other with various Photoshop effects applied. Recurring colors are acid infrared vision versions of green, yellow, orange, and purple. Okay. It's a PlayStation 2 game. What is this? PS1 Interactive Sampler Disc 6. So that's what they're saying. It has an extra finger. Ooh. But that's what they're showing with the infrared type coloring. See, I feel like a lot of these would fit into other types of aesthetics. These are very niche. But I guess that's why the list of aesthetics on Aesthetics Wiki is so long. Like, actually too long. Like, here, I'm just gonna... Let's read through all of them and see how long this actually takes. Oh my god, I'm not... Should I do that? I think that would take most of the stream if I actually did that. Here, let me just stop and click a random one on the Aesthetics Wiki page. Because I feel like this is gonna be still super specific and probably could get, like, fall into... Because, like, this doesn't even have one of my favorite... Or does it? Oh, it does. I remember I looked once and it didn't. Oh, they must have updated it. See? My favorite is Wacky Pomo, the wacky postmodern. We've talked about this before. Yes, Pee-wee's Playhouse. I think of Rocco's Modern Life as my conceptualization of it. See, Wacky Pomo is what I felt like any times I've done psychedelics. I need to save this image for later. This is such a cool art style. I want to know, added by G Squid. I want to know what this is actually from. Google image search. Let's do that. Images. See, I see stuff sometimes and I'm like, where did this come from? And now that I've figured out certain ways to look up images and like try and trace things back, you're able to find things a little bit easier, but still it's like Jude Lipkin? Is that it? Jude Lipkin. That's how I feel right now. This is how I feel on your monitor. I'm being pulled between both sides on your screen. Ah. Oh, that's this dude's name? There's no way that this is his... Oh. Is this his Pinterest page? That's so funny. When looking up this image, I found a Pinterest page. I thought it was saying that it was the artist, but it's this dude from this band that I follow on Instagram. And it was just his Pinterest page from Laundry Day? Yeah, Laundry Day. He looks like Andy Samberg, doesn't he? The rabbit holes we go down on these streams, am I right? Here, let me play something from them. Why is he not lawn? He doesn't have the right @ in his bio. The hell, bro? Oh, he got the Foodie Boys. 1 second, we gotta pause this.
like you, and she likes everyone. And I never like to admit that I was wrong. I've been so caught up in my job, didn't see what's going on, but now I know I better sleep in on my own. Cause if you like the way you look that much, oh baby, you should go and love yourself. Here we go. And if you think that I'm still holding on to something, you should go and love yourself.
Yo, bro, get your fucking dirty mitts off of Chub Perm.
My mama don't like.
Not gonna lie, when I was coughing, I thought about how funny it'd be to die to this. Someone, they come in to check on you, and all they hear is this playing. They go, "Oh no!" It's like when someone crashes their car listening to Soulja Boy.
And oh, it's hard to see you, but I wish you were right here. Oh, it's hard to leave you when I get you everywhere. All this time I'm thinking we should never be a pair. Oh no, I don't need you, but I miss you. Come here.
They actually do their own music too. And the funny part is,
Where do you go?
Andy Samberg here, he's actually the vocalist, the lead singer. And I would say that this guy, the red shirt, not far right red shirt, but middle red shirt, is actually the best singer. Interesting, I know. Will it tear the band apart?
What am I supposed to do when the best part of me was always you? What am I supposed to say when I'm all choked up and you're okay? I'm falling to pieces. I'm falling to pieces. What am I supposed to do when the best part of me was always you?
They do be hitting that shit, though, I have to say. They do be hitting that shit. It's so fun. This is like the one band where you could play probably most of their videos and not have to worry about getting a copyright strike, because most of it is just them singing other people's songs, karaoke style, a cappella. What did the comments say? I wasn't even paying attention. Why is everyone's hair a little wet? They just all hopped out of the shower. What's the problem? I love Alvin and the Chipmunks. Or were you talking about this one? No, you were definitely talking about the other one. What's this one?
I wanna fly, can you take me far away? Give me a star to reach for, tell me what it takes, and I'll go so high, I'll go so high, my feet won't touch the ground. These are my wings, I pull the strings on these things that all fall
down. Do love me some Macklemore, am I right? Just showering with the homies, you know. They're about to go out. They had to go up to the top of the Empire State Building. Had to make sure they were clean first.
In a room full of people, I look for you. Would you avoid me, or would you look for me too? Tell me, is our story through? Or do our hearts still beat in tune? In a room full of people, I look for you.
This dude moves exactly the way someone built like him should move. Don't take that as a dig. It's a compliment, if anything.
How can we go back to being friends when we just shared a bed?
Hold up. This is the remix, y'all.
I don't wanna get undressed for a new person all over again. I don't wanna kiss someone else's neck and have to pretend it's yours instead.
I love them. But back to what we were looking at before. I've literally not been able to find the actual artist of this. What the fuck? Whatever. It's fine. Wacky Pomo is my favorite, though. Was a marketing aesthetic popular in the early 1990s to mid-2000s. Primarily in children's marketing, sorry. It relies on cartoonish visuals associated with mid-century 1940s, 60s cartoons, similar to other aesthetics such as Googie and Memphis Light. If you guys don't know what Googie is, again, there's always these rabbit holes you can go down. Googie is the more... It's like when the past was trying to be futuristic, you know? That when the 40s to 70s, when they wanted to look like they were in space. Wow, this image was huge. What the fuck? Look at that. You can literally see inside of such a high resolution image. This is one of those. Oh no, it isn't. I thought this was one of those rotating restaurants, but it's just a big circle. Good for them. But I think we should get into the first article. Where should I start? I really did do too many. These are all just articles I found by different people, written at different times. This one was back in 2021. But does capitalism destroy culture? Let's just start here. I feel like this is exactly what we need to hear about. My cat just demanded I put her dinner in front of my space heater. What a princess, oh my lord. Room about to smell like tuna. I'm glad my cat has a automatic feeder and he actually just likes kibble. We've tried giving him wet food. He doesn't, he likes it, but he won't eat it over the kibble. But from February 10th, 2021, does capitalism destroy culture? Intercollegiate Review no longer posts new content to the site. We will not be updating these pages, nor do we have any plans to update them. But we wanted to make sure that the archive was available to all who were looking for it. See, I'm just doing exactly what they wanted, keeping the archive alive. And obviously, this is just the whole point of this isn't to change my mind or to show some effectiveness. It's to just hear differing opinions and then state how I feel about it. And some of these might show a little bit more historical context, showing the flourishing of different types of aesthetics and stuff. But some of them might just be more, thought pieces. Miss Ma'am. Oh, she's on prescription wet food. Her name is Miss Ma'am. She's a diva. I love that. Miss Ma'am. Okay, that's just whatever. One of the most enduring critiques of capitalism is it is morally and culturally corrosive. Even if we grant that capitalism is more efficient than planned economies, the question remains, are the economic gains worth the cultural cost? Now, if the critique came only from a handful of Marxist academics who long for the good old days of the Soviet Union, it might be tempting to ignore it. But since the cultural critique comes from political observers at almost every point of the political spectrum, and since the bureaucratic capitalist economies of the world really are cultures in crisis, the criticism is worth attending to seriously. If we are going to analyze the cultural effects of market economies, then I think one of the first things we need to do is distinguish between those things Peter Berger called intrinsic to capitalism and those extrinsic to it. We need to distinguish among at least three things: the cultural effect caused by capitalism, effects aided and abetted by capitalism. You know what? I should have read into this more. I only read the first paragraph here, and I'm wondering if this one isn't going to be that important, because this one is just going to be more focused on the aspects of capitalism. But I guess it's a good framing to keep in mind as we look in the future pieces. But the three things are the cultural effect caused by capitalism, effect aided effects aided and abetted by capitalism, and those things that exist alongside capitalism and are often conflated with capitalism, but that are distinct from it. I will say from the outset that I support open competitive economies that allow for free exchange, but I would not call myself a capitalist. Capitalism is generally a Marxist term that implies a mechanistic view of the economy and a false dichotomy between capital and labor. Capitalism also comes in a variety of forms and can mean many things. There is corporate capitalism, oligarchic capitalism, crony capitalism, and managerial bureaucratic capitalism, such as we have in the United States. However, cultural critics of capitalism usually don't make those distinctions, and even if they did, many would still be critical of any authentically free market. Sorry. So without trying to tease apart all of these strands at the outset and so risk never getting anywhere, let me use the term capitalism and answer the question with the broadest of brushstrokes. Does capitalism corrode culture? I think the answer is yes and no. Creative destruction. Perhaps the first cultural critique of capitalism is that it destroys traditional culture and ways of living. Much of the answer depends on what we mean by traditional culture. But generally, the answer is clearly yes. Competitive global market economies undoubtedly transform traditional cultures, and this is not limited to so far off places in Africa, Latin America, or the Polynesian Islands. In the history of sorry, I had to zoom in because I could not see it. There we go. In the history of Western Europe and the United States, market economies played a vital role in transforming traditions and radically altering social interactions. One of the main ways the market does this is through innovation. As new technologies, industries, and goods and services emerge, they make older ones obsolete. Old industries are shut down and new ones emerge. New forms of management and technology and division of labor transform traditional work and social relations, and new technologies alter traditional roles of women and men in the house. These sweeping changes can also destroy traditional work and social relationships that play an essential culture and economic role in the lives of community or nation. At the same time, it is important not to understate the real positive social benefits that come from economic growth and the reduction of extreme poverty. This is what Joseph Schumpeter called creative destruction, and would be naive to deny that creative destruction doesn't come with serious trade-offs. See, I think this is an interesting thing to think about in terms of the way we have technological innovation, because as we get more and more innovation through technologies, obviously that's going to outsource jobs. And this is talking about I don't know, I'm thinking about it more broadly, I guess, but I'm thinking about historically traditional jobs that are passed down, masonry that was people who became gilded in jobs and stuff. Carpenters and different workers that had more tradition to their roles and jobs. And I think that as innovation starts to weed out more and more jobs, we need to figure out what we're holding on to. Because I don't know, that is kind of an interesting aspect, because I've been thinking about it more so just in the thought process of if technological innovation is getting rid of jobs and making certain human-held positions obsolete, then obviously that should be subsidized, those same companies that are thus getting rid of salaries and and benefits should probably have to pay into some way of subsidizing the people that would be affected. Because if innovation isn't benefiting like the working class, then what's the point? But I do think that this is interesting too, talking about. They're talking about roles in the house, but I do think that thinking about how technologies will change just jobs in general, and then more and more like mom and pop shops will probably become less. Like if people aren't going to them, they'll just become less and less popular. Some traditional and artisanal trades are lost forever, and this can be a cultural impoverishment. At the same time, because we associate global capitalism with modernization, we assume it has only negative effects on traditional culture. Yet there are cases when the opening of markets has actually enhanced local cultural production. As Tyler Cohen notes in Creative Destruction, global trade and new imports have stimulated the local music industry in Ghana, where local musicians now control about 70% of the Ghanaian market. Global markets have also provided producers of traditional goods and music a bigger market to sell their wares and take advantages of economies of scale. See, that's one question that I have too about innovation, is because it would be nice to think that as things become optimized and more and more jobs get like kind of weeded out, it would open it would open up people to be able to do like more creative endeavors. You know, if we can have less people working, you can have more people thinking. That would be the hope, but when in reality it's like less people working is more people struggling, and the thinking goes to trying to figure out how to get out of that struggle. So what's up, Lester, the main Homo sapien? When I was in Rwanda, I interviewed Janet Mbana, an entrepreneur who produces traditional baskets and sells them not only locally, but at Macy's in the United States as well. As more people travel and live abroad and tastes become more eclectic, Janet has potential consumers she would never have if her market were limited to Rwanda. Her business success has also brought with it positive social benefits to her community. Though basket making is a traditional female industry, her company's success has attracted Rwandan men to seek employment. And this has not only raised family incomes, but also reduced the incidence of alcoholism and violence against women and children. This is an example of cultural transformation afforded by global capitalism, and it is clearly a positive one. Homogenizing Homo sapiens. I didn't realize there was a Homo ranking. Homo erectus. That's the one I am. This is me. Homo erectus. That's me, all right. Looks just like me. Me getting up to go pee at night. Me going to the bathroom late at night. Oh, this isn't even visible. Me when I gotta get up late at night to go pee. The squinting in the eyes are what does it. Oh. Oh. Homogeneous Homo sapiens. Related to the critique that capitalism destroys traditional culture is the argument that global capitalism is a leveling force that is making the whole world homogeneous and westernized. There is partial truth to this, and any visit to an American suburb, each with its own Home Depot, Lowe's, and Walmart, bears this out. But there are other things going on too. We see the rise in specialty stores, plenty of different restaurants with cuisine from all over the world, and a variety of choices that did not exist 50 years ago. It is a mistake to conflate modernization and broad use of technology with westernization. A young Asian eating McDonald's while listening to an iPod probably knows little, if anything, about the cultural traditions and religion that shaped Western civilization and set the ground for technological developments that he enjoys. There are traditional Muslim and Buddhists who work in technology sectors but have absorbed little to or nothing of Western culture. The use of modern technology does not make one a Westerner any more than the use of Japanese technology educates one about Zen, tatame, senpai kohai, oban, or Shintoism. The world may be less flat than we imagine. One of the most passionate critiques of capitalism is really aimed at something else: industrialization. Capitalism and industrialization are related, of course, but they are not the same thing. The rise of capitalism predates the Industrial Revolution by centuries. As Rodney Stark and Raymond DeRoover have noted, industrialization banked and the capitalist economy emerged in northern Italy as early as the 8th century and among the Dutch and English and other parts of Europe by the High Middle Ages. Even more obviously, industrialization has taken place in non-capitalist societies like the Soviet Union and communist China, and at times with a soul-crushing aridity that makes an American mall seem aesthetically pleasing by comparison. The reality is, many of the critiques of modern capitalism, especially aesthetics and cultural critiques, are more precisely critiques of industrialism than of capitalism or the free market per se. I guess that's an interesting perspective, and I would say that that's probably true, but I guess what do you mean by industrialism? Because you've kind of... They've outlined what they believe capitalism to kind of mean, in a sense, but I'd like to know what they mean by that. The Japanese taught me how to manji. The reason I was able to figure out the transliteration that was done by the recent in the recent school shooting, the fact that they were using Cyrillic text in place of English text, in place of Cyrillic characters in place of English characters, to then transliterate their manifesto. It was like a diary, but the reason I knew to do that was because I saw they wrote on one of their guns, they wrote Talkin. They wrote Talkin, and I was just like, yes, fucking, The Hobbit, runes from The Hobbit, yes. My boy J.R.R. Cultural imperialism. Sorry, we continue. Finally, what capitalism does indeed transform and even destroy aspects of traditional cultural life. I would argue that the most destructive global forces of cultural transformation, especially in the developing world, come less from market economies than from Western secular organizations like the United Nations, the World Bank, the NGO industry, and the US and European governments. These powerful institutions wield soft and hard power to foist a reductionist vision of life on millions of the world's poor. People criticize McDonald's and Walmart for cultural imperialism, but no one is forced to eat a Big Mac. Contrast this to activities of groups like the UN, UNICEF, and Planned Parenthood, who impose secular ideas of family, motherhood, sexuality, abortion, contraception, and forced sterilization on the world's poor. It is bad enough when a country like China does this to its own people, but when bureaucrats in Washington or Paris are manipulating poor families in the developing world and tying aid packages to so-called reproductive rights, it is a naked act of cultural imperialism. I don't know why they brought secularism into this. This is going a little right-wing for me. There now exists are they saying that McDonald's isn't doing this? Like, McDonald's is doing this just as much as Planned Parenthood does this because no one's forcing you to eat a Big Mac? Is that the point they're trying to make? Because that was worded kind of, I don't know. They want us to all be secular. Don't think out of the box. Be an ideologue now. There now exists what the New York Times has called a daughter deficit, and what The Economist has labeled gendercide. Millions of baby girls are being aborted, and this fucking turned way weird. What the fuck? This took a whole left turn. This took a right turn. The consequences of the loss of all... Why are they talking about abortion now? Solipsistic individualism and consumerism. Critics also charge capitalism with promoting radical concepts of autonomy. That's so... You know what this is? See, I was hoping this would be a little bit more... I feel like the beginning was speaking of something a little bit more nuanced, but now I realize that they're just trying to promote capitalism at any cost. Well, guys... We might have bitten the onion a little too early. My bad. Yeah, I don't know where I was expecting it to go, to be honest. There was definitely an angle I thought it was going down in the beginning. Now I'm wondering if the rest of my articles are just going to be the same. Let's look at funny aesthetics for a bit. Here's something. I saw this video. I think I have it saved on here. Don't get an abortion. Get a Big Mac instead. Sorry, this is going to take me a second to find this. Oh, you guys want to see something funny, actually, I found recently? I found these videos from 14 years ago.
Why do you want to join the army, son?
To rapes.
These videos are on the UN, on the official UN YouTube page. They're supposed to be teaching people. They're helping us learn.
Why do you want to join the army, son?
To rape, sir.
Why do you want to join the army, son?
To murder and pillage. And of course, rape, sir.
And why do you want to join the army, son?
To, keep the peace, protect all women and children, sir.
Arrest these criminals, soldier.
A uniform does not give you a license to rape.
The UN does a bunch of these. And like at first, when I first started watching them, I was like, these are so insane. But then I thought for a second longer and thought about how insane it really is that some people need to be told this. Like at first I'm like, oh, haha, kind of fun. But then I'm like, wait, some people genuinely need this, and that's probably worse.
Before I lay the soul of this man to rest, let me say a few words in his honor, since
We cannot speak badly of the dead.
at first he did not treat women badly, later he sexually abused them. No one will miss this bully, not even me. In fact, now that he's gone, The family's having a big party, and I'm already late.
Do not engage in sexual abuse.
Yes, this is put out by the UN. This is put out by the UN. These are UN videos. These are UN videos by the official UN YouTube channel. There's a bunch. I have some more. One sec. I know I have at least one more in here. Oh, this guy talked about him 2 weeks ago. They must be popping up again. Oh, I thought I had another one. There was another one. I definitely... Grr, now I'm angry. Oh, no, wait. That's what I have them in. I have them in a different folder. That's why. I literally made a separate folder specifically for these. Playlist. React to Clay World Pancakes mine. Okay, in a sec. One sec. These will take just a second. And then, yes, I will. Let me see what this is on the side. Am I just going to get... Is it just going to spam the N-word over and over again? Internet tough guy? Be real with me. Clay word pancakes mine. Pancake mines. This looks like something I would have watched back in the day. Here, I'll watch this in a second, and then I'll show you guys something after this. What is this aesthetic, though? What do we call this? Because honestly, I really like really shitty 3D animation. I also kind of like that they made them blue. That way it's like they're racially ambiguous. You don't know what they're supposed to be representing. That's why they're bald, too. They're actually all the children of Dr. Manhattan? Professor Manhattan? What's his name? Is it Dr. Manhattan? Cool, I got it right.
Hard as you can. Hey, me first. I'm the eldest. Why won't she beat us? She's our mother.
Mothers never use violence.
You are not bringing them.
And again, it's like, that's crazy, but some mothers definitely need to hear that. And that's just fucked up.
Up right. They're far too happy.
They're children, Father.
Then beat them. It's for their own good. My father beat me. I beat you. It's your duty to beat your children.
And you loved your father.
Are you mad? I hated the old fool.
You can break this cycle of violence.
Don't you just love being the man of the house? You kids don't belong here. Get out. You should see their faces. Old frail people, they're my favorite. I hate you. I'm not taking care of you. You know what the funny thing is? They all still love me. What? You don't find that funny?
You do not need to hit to hurt. Stop verbal abuse.
Stop verbal abuse.
What do you say in your defense?
Oh, this one's my favorite. This one's my favorite. Preventing cultural justifications of violence.
What do you say in your defense?
My culture insists I beat my children. Religion! My religion commands me to dominate my wife. Tradition demands I treat my family that way.
Have you read any of these books?
Me? Well, no. Not yet.
Guilty!
No culture, religion, or tradition is an excuse for you to use violence.
Why do you want to...
They're just... Okay, and those were the two that we saw already. So now we'll watch Clay World. Or Clay... Yeah, Clay Word. Oh, it is World. You put Clay Word twice, even though it's Clay World. Clay World Pancake Mines. And this reminded me of something.
What the heck are those things? I don't know. They look like pancakes. I don't think they're
They're pancakes.
Really? We should stick our fingers all in them and feel around.
No, do not do that. Those are landmines. Do you understand me? If you touch those landmines, you will go boom.
Videos from so long ago, I'm always surprised when they get popular again. But then I'm also not surprised because they're usually pretty decent. There's a reason. It's not this one. This is exactly what you said. Oh, you were just getting owned. Sorry, my bad. I was about to get one guide by accident. This video will redeem you.
Well, what else are we supposed to do? You know, we were trying to get through and there's, you know, landmines blocking our path and we can't get...
M. Mooney feels bad owning you? How do you do it all day, internet tough guy?
around him. What are we supposed to do? Yeah.
You gotta be sneaky. You gotta be quick. See that? This is what you gotta do. You gotta slide in. Make sure nobody's looking. Undetected. Flippy. Gotta be slick.
Well, looks like you and me have a little problem here. Well, yeah. Yeah, exactly. What the hell's going on here? What is all of this? What is with the pancakes? There's pancakes. Pancakes laying all over the table. Yeah, those are landmines, not pancakes, so don't touch them. And they burn. Trust us. What? This is nonsense. I gotta get to my job. Okay, I don't have time for pancake bombs or whatever the hell these are. Well, I'm sorry, sir, but we had the same problem as you. We don't know what to do, man. Sorry. Ugh. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to jump over the mines. Wait, what? Jump over them? Get a little space here. Well, if that's what you want to do, you know. Here we go.
Dude, he didn't even try and jump.
I can't feel my arms.
Hey, look! Only half of the mines are left. That means we can get through now. Where do you say we go? Well, I don't see why not. It's just a pancake, don't worry.
They're getting crazy with power now.
Alright, what do you say we get the heck out of here, hold on a second there. Hold on a second there, right? Everybody come here! There's pancakes laying everywhere for everybody! Come get them! Ooh, pancakes! I love them!
Pancakes.
It's natural selection, right, if we think about it.
Did somebody say pancakes? Oh, I want some pancakes. I'll get this one. Where's the maple syrup? This one. Poke.
Honestly, the effects aren't that bad. It's decent timing.
Pancakes. Oh, I just want to stick my face all over it.
I love pancakes. Where are they? This one's mine. Where are the pancakes? It's funny. I like to sit on my pancakes. It's a bad joke. It's a bad joke. Yeah, it's horrible. I know. Mean.
See, a claymation reminded me of one that I watched when I was a kid. And it's by, see, the stuff I liked was super niche. See, this has 7.4 million views. Maybe this is a re-upload. This could be the one that I like. But it's from this channel, Chunky Donkey. I'm subscribed. It has 603 subscribers. Very niche, very low key. Check that out. I know. Spicy stuff. But so the best video that they have is from 13 years ago. It only has 108,000 views.
My penis hole donut. My penis hole donuts are belly pressing good. My belly doesn't feel. Sweet bejesus, my heart! That's not right! In shock! That's not pastry! Oh!
It's a little loud. No, this one's a classic. This is a true classic.
Cut! Someone yell cut!
And from what I've gathered, Chunky Donkey, it might have been like a TV? Like a... See, it says clips from the wacky cable TV sketch comedy show, Chunky Donkey. But then I was trying to look into it. Chunky Donkey TV show. Oh, wait. Now it's here. I actually haven't looked it up in years. Oh, no, wait. This is, I think, what I found last time. Or maybe, no? No, this isn't even right. This is something else. It's definitely a Robot Chicken, Robot Chicken spinoff? Robot Chicken ripoff?
Chunky Donkey.
Does anyone remember this?
Chunky Donkey. Bum bum, shagalaga bum bum, shagalaga bum bum, shagalaga bum bum, bum bum, shagalaga bum bum, shagalaga bum bum, shagalaga Chunky Donkey. Bong 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 bong. Riga 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 do. Bong 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 bong. Riga 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 riga. Chunky Donkey. Yaddy yaddy yaddo. Yaddy yaddy yaddo.
How did that air on TV? I don't know. I really don't know. I guess TV back in the day did have a lot of crazy stuff. There was what's the one show that's the claymation where it's like, fuck, I just had to look it up. Adult animated show. Oh fuck. Not Moral Oral or Robot Chicken. Every stop motion show. Okay, this might help. Bob the Builder. Celebrity Deathmatch wasn't that bad. This doesn't have Chunky Donkey on it, does it? This is on IMDb. No, it just has it on my recently viewed. Nope. Oh my god, I'm not going to be able to find it. I guess I'll play more Chunky Donkey while I'm trying to find this. Because it wasn't just like a stop motion animation either. There's some weird stuff on here. Fetus fight. Do we want to see fetus fight womb juice? Moral Oral is a good one. Easter Bunny Dream. Opal.
Hey, Hank.
Is that it?
Yeah. You ever have a dream? Huh? You ever have a dream?
Oh, the Jack
Yeah,
Stauber.
yeah, I had a dream.
Growing up in the UK in the 80s, we had Morph, LOL.
You know, when I was
What's
younger,
Morph?
I wanted
Let's
to
see if I
be
can find
a pediatric heart
Oh,
surgeon.
Morph.
You know, help kids with
See, I liked Gumby when I was a little kid. My dad showed me Gumby, and I liked Gumby a lot. That's what Morph makes me think of, because it's the same kind of like a... Gumby was a similar principle where he was also small in a big world, at least from what I remember. Gumby. Wasn't he supposed to be a toy? I remember him being in like a large world. But I had some Gumby toys. I still have a Gumby toy somewhere. Gotta look for it.
with the bad hearts.
That's nice.
Yeah, you know. So let's say, a kid came in, I got a bad heart, Hank. So I'd lay him down on the table, I pet him a little bit, and then I would cut open his chest cavity and pry it open. And then I'd squeeze my head in there, and I'd look around. Oh, what do I see? I see a lung. I see a heart. I see another lung. I'd squeeze myself in there. Oh, yeah. Maybe some of the blood would get on my mouth, on my nose. And I'd have to lick it up. Oh, the way.
Maybe the writer of this show, murdered somebody, and that's why they don't do it anymore. Because a lot of these seem to have to do with death and stuff. Trust me, I do a little... We like to be involved in the macabre, but it's like every bit. That was newer Morph from 2014. I'm talking about the late 80s and early 90s. I just looked up Morph. This is what I saw. It says the 1977. My Man Morph. Oh, there we go. Will I get in trouble if I play a Morph clip? Let's see. Wow, what great stuff. Well, if this gets taken down because of that, it'll definitely get taken down because of this. So I'll just play this next, because I feel like I'm not going to play this full thing. That was just a short one. But I feel like Gumby, similar principle. Just skip ahead a bit.
Hello, Gumby.
See, in this one's a story. This is from the old show.
Everybody is worried because they can't get their letters to Santa Claus.
All right, folks, you can go on home now. Then I'll do what I can.
Oh, Mr. Mailman! What's the matter, Mr. Mailman?
Well, sir, I can't get riders because the pesky Indians is acting up.
No, we'll leave it there. Oh, it's the same animation studio that does Wallace and Gromit? Or that went on to do? Is it the same one that does it now? Aardman. Yeah, looks like there's still the owners too. So this stream is definitely gonna get taken down later because I played that. Oopsie. Oopsie doozy. But it is what it is. We're here for now, and that's the beauty of the stream. Like and subscribe.
And then I'd reach in,
and I'd grab the little egg-loving, greedy little bastard's fucking heart, and I'd squeeze it. And I'd squeeze it till all the blood went splattering everywhere. Oh, that was my dream.
So, why didn't you go for it, Hank?
There's no way I'm...
You know, Internet Tough Guy's got a point. No, you're good. We'll see what happens. It'll more than... I mean, if anything, I'll probably just have to delete it, cut it out, cut that part out of the stream, and I don't really have a problem with that. I don't care. Yeah, I can. It's not a big deal. I'm just joking. One in chat, if you were here before it was taken down. So true. We should get back to aesthetics, though. I won't be going for too much longer here. I do like just going off on tangents, though. It's fun. That's the point of a stream, right? We're here for a fun time, not a long time. How to fix a cat.
Hello and welcome to the WVW Productions official support channel. If you're watching this video, it means your cat unit has experienced a malfunction. We sincerely apologize for the inconvenience. However, this guide will walk you through a few quick solutions to restore functionality and ensure the safety and performance of your unit. Begin by activating safe mode. To do this, gently stroke the unit 3 times behind the left ear. A soft chime and a series of blinking lights will confirm that the ballistic systems have been disarmed. With safe mode active, place the unit on its back on a flat, stable surface. Remove the screws with an LT5 screwdriver with a plastic handle and a demagnetized tip. Alternatively, use a coin. Now that should allow you to open up the panel on the side. Unlike the previous model, which was gas-operated, this new model of the unit is new.
I have the gas-operated model. I'm gonna have to find a whole other video.
Nuclear
Let's
powered.
just see what happens.
So before proceeding, you'll need to check for any leaks in the nuclear core. To do that, simply wait 3 seconds. If you're still here, it means there is no leak. Next, confirm the unit meets WVW standards. The official WVW Productions insignia should be located above the nuclear core along with the country of origin label. All genuine units are manufactured in Switzerland. To reset the BIOS, insert a paperclip into the pinhole and push until you hear a click. Now, as the BIOS is resetting, unscrew the bolt on the side, then proceed to the front of the cat and slide the panel off. Since the BIOS has been reset, the cat's language preference has also returned to default. To select your preferred language, press the red button located beneath the speaker until the desired language is announced. To begin flashing the BIOS, first turn the lever securing the black cover. This will allow you to take off the cover and access the BIOS control panel. Please note, do not press the large red button under any circumstances. If the button
I have to say this video is a lot more intense than I thought it was going to be. You know, they're really getting into high detail here.
Accidentally pressed, it will trigger the system's self-destruction protocol.
Why would you even have a self-destruction protocol?
And immediately contact the WVW emergency support line on the following easy-to-remember number.
Just call 011-899-8819-91-119725.
Oh, it's not what I meant to click. Ooh. Oh, I realized why I went on YouTube in the first place. I was looking for another video I was trying to show you. Duh. Purely because of... Oh, that's not right. The art that it has on this song. Oh, this was also good. This wasn't what I meant to pull up. But this is from the iCarly DS game, the final boss music. For those of you who don't know, the final boss isn't Dan Schneider. I know, sad. It's actually Neville. Sorry, let me run it back. You gotta hear it from the top. stuff on the side. Where is it? I'm so confused. It's not in this playlist. This is just gonna play through a few things if it doesn't. Here, do this with the song playing.
Wait.
I wish there was a way that I could loop the video easily. Oh, he fell right on beat. There he goes. Poor Gibby. What's this one? Oh. This is a good video, at least. See, I'm telling you, I really like kind of shitty 3D animation. I'd really like to learn how to do it better. Because I have messed around with it before. But I think that I'm just... My whole thing is I'm my own worst critic, you know? I really do look at my stuff that I make and go, this is fucking awful, and delete it all immediately. Sounds like MIDI Linkin Park. Kind of. I mean, I think that's kind of what they were going for, right? With the original theme song. This is a song by Etienne de Crenche. Scratched. Let's see if this gets taken down. Loki, I could just play other music. There we go. A banger real quick. I'm getting upset because I'm thinking I might have deleted one. It's not in this one. Maybe it is in this one. Low-key, this music kind of fits with this video. It's kind of been working. Something's happening. Sometimes things just work out, am I right? I'm actually getting upset though that I deleted this somehow. Because basically I had separated all of my different archives. Because I have like a bunch of different like videos and stuff that I found that I try and put on different playlists. This tune is chill, early ska vibes. I'm a ska head. What would you call it? I'm a scoffer. What is your favorite film? So yeah, I think my favorite film changes a lot. I'm not like a big movie guy. I've always been like a big TV guy. I've always watched a lot of TV shows over movies. But that's why I just say my favorite movie is the original Toxic Avenger movie, because I think that it's crass, very kind of poorly made, not like a great movie. I like the practical effects that are used. The gore in it is pretty intense. It uses slurs, kind of crazy, but for the purpose of making you really know who the bad guys are. So that's kind of like a, it's like they're evil. Yeah, you know that they're evil. But I don't know. There's a lot of movies that I like. Here, let me say I have a playlist of some movies that I own that are mine, that are my own, that are movies that I own. What are some of these that I have? Oh, easy. Scary Godmother, Halloween Spooktacular. See what I was talking about before? Shitty 3D animation. That one. Peak shitty 3D animation. The Evil Bong series is also pretty good. What's everyone in chat's favorite movie? Drop them in chat. There ain't too many people in here, but feel free. We'll all talk about it and make you feel heard. Oh, I was looking at what other movies I had on here. Heavy Metal is good. Oh, and then I'm a big Charlie Brown guy. I love me some Peanuts. The classics. The classics. Do you have a physical media collection? I do have some. I'll show you. Some of it's put away, but I have some out just because physical media is good, but oh, I do have this here. See, I have the physical media for the meme because I think these movies are movies from my childhood that I find very funny. Fallen Angel, 1995. Oh, I don't think I've seen that. I'll check it out. What's it about? An assassin, his boss, an entrepreneur, and two women cross paths in Hong Kong as their professionals and love lives collide and influence each other, mostly without their knowledge. Here, I'll show you the movies that I have just on hand that I thought would be funny to show off. I have the original Dragon Ball Z, Broly, the legendary Super Saiyan, uncut feature. And this is the Saiyan warrior has arrived on Earth. His name is Paragus, and he seeks the rightful ruler of the Saiyans, Vegeta. Confessing his loyalty to his new king, Paragus pleads with the powerful warrior to vanquish the rampaging Super Saiyan who is threatening to destroy the entire galaxy. Just a classic right there. And then we got, obviously, as we were talking about, Gumby, the movie. I do have the TV show, some put away, but not the whole thing, but a little collection. But Gumby the movie, Gumbified, director's cut. This was the remake thing. The newer one. When did this one come out? Guess I can just look it up. Gumby. I got a toy with it too. Gumby the movie, was it 1995? Is that right? I think that's right. Yeah, 1995. Gumby the movie. I got a toy with it. And that toy is put away somewhere. And then I had another Gumby that was a lot bigger. But I think it had like, because it had metal through it. And then that kind of fell apart. Family double feature, Scooby-Doo and Scooby-Doo 2, Monsters Unleashed. The live-action Scooby-Doo movies, the good ones. My pride and joy right here. Mel Brooks, Spaceballs. Good one, again. Good to have. Mel Brooks, John Candy, Rick Moranis. Moranis, whatever. Moranis? Crazy. Super Mario Bros. It's a Blast, the original, the live-action movie. The Super Mario Bros. This ain't no game. It's a live-action thrill ride. Honestly, I kind of like that as the tagline, since the new one is more based off the games. This is the one where they have the fucking... Here, let me get a little big for a minute. This is the one where they have fucking tiny heads. Where the toads... Or no, they were supposed to be the... Not the toads, the Goombas. Or no, were they the toads? I can't even remember. They were either supposed to be the toads or the Goombas. I think they were supposed to be the Goombas. A Goomba! Mario movie live action Toad? If it's the Toad, that's even worse. No, Toad was played by this guy. Who the fuck was that? Who is this? No, not Keegan Michael Key. Yes, the Super Mario Bros. 1993. Who plays? Oh, those are Toads. But there was also a character named Toad. Okay, so those were supposed to be Toads. Horrible. Shout out Spaceballs. So true. Giannis Films. Hello, Haley. Welcome in. And then this is my final one that is honestly like a pride and joy for me. I was wondering if the DVDs were flying around in here, but it's okay. It just has like a double thing. But this is the special edition as well of Spider-Man, the new animated series. And for those of you who don't know, Spider-Man, the new animated series is... Again, I probably can't play much of this, but like I'll just cut it later because it looks so bad, but I loved it as a kid. There's just something about it, I'm telling you. Early 3D animation has a place in my heart. I also really like this is just a TV show, but Xavier Renegade Angel. He has the guy who played Mario has a funny role in the movie Brazil. Brazil film. Interesting. You're giving me some recommendations. I'm gonna have to check these out. I was going to say another one. Hot Wheels Highway 35. What's that? I don't know what that is. I'm actually a big Hot Wheels head. My dad used to take me and my family to Kmart days. Anyone remember that? Yo, wait. Save this to watch later. Hot Wheels Highway 35. Will I even be able to find it on here? Oh. It does look like this, actually. This looks very, yeah, this looks almost identical. World race. I mean, it seems like, yeah, there's a lot of, different stuff. Wow, that's really interesting. What is that art style called? Kmart days. Take me back. Take me back. Kmart collector days. Let me see if there's a fucking YouTube video of it. I bet you there is. 6 years ago. Gotta play this first. I thought taking suicide. I felt. I honestly forgot how long this was. Like, it's only a minute? Feels very long. But Kmart Days was literally just, you go, you get a ticket, and then you get to go through the boxes. If your ticket gets pulled, you get to go through it's like a raffle, and then you get to go through a few different boxes. And if you're lucky, your boxes can have chase cars in them that then you can resell at a higher price. My dad was cool, and because some people, we would see them, their families would literally go, and like the dad would make sure, like if one of the kids' ticket got pulled, he would go up and get cars and do it himself. My dad would kind of coach us to let us know beforehand, this is what like you're looking for. If you find these cars, pull them out. If not, just pull some cars, because you'd have like a limit of how many cars you could pull anyways. But other people would literally be either pulling the ticket from their kid so they could go and pull their cars themselves, or because it would be one ticket per person. So if you brought your kids, they could have tickets too, but one ticket per person. They'd either do that, or they'd be standing behind their kid going, no, pick that one. No, get that one instead. But yeah, my dad was cool about it and let us just try and go through and see if we could remember stuff. And it'd obviously be like, if there's ones that he want, we'd get those for him, and then we get whatever we want too, which is pretty lit. That's pretty swag money, if I do say so myself. Not much to show from this, but I just thought it was cool. Vern Chapman. Wait, really? The creator of Wonder Chosen? Oh, yeah, The Shivering Truth. Or wait, I think I have seen this. Oh, I have seen The Shivering Truth, yeah. That's actually very similar to the... See, that's like a much more high level, I guess. I'm trying to say it in a not rude way to what Chunky Donkey seems to have been putting out. Honestly, it seemed like their intro was like the best animation they had. I remember I showed this before and it wasn't a problem, so I know I can show this. But like the rest of these animations look pretty garbage. Comparatively to, you know, things like the Shivering Truth and even Gumby's Morph. He's selling limbs. Again, I'm telling you, there's something the guy who created this, someone needs to check on him. I don't know if I trust him. Xavier Renegade Angel is probably one of my favorite wacky shows. I don't know what you'd call it. I know I can't show any clips. I'll show some stills, I guess. Xavier. This show has always been super interesting to me because, again, it's like a shitty 3D animation, but also the plots are always something that they're always like 20 different plots, each happening like one after another, like in sequence, and they're always insane. They're always a little fucked up. That's true. Loved both. Shivering Truth was hard to watch. Both worth it. So was Xavier Renegade Angel. They're both kind of a hard watch for sure. Xavier Renegade Angel is one of those shows that you put on when people take drugs and then everybody freaks out and you're like, haha, losers. This is why you don't come to my house. Do drugs at your own house, idiots. I still haven't been able to think of this other show. There was a stop. I'm asking ChatGPT now. There was a stop motion animation show that involved like people flying in or something. It was something with. No. Am I just thinking of Celebrity Deathmatch? No, it's not Celebrity Deathmatch. Hugs, not drugs, and that's coming from me. Drugs and hugs. It'll make the hugs feel better. I'm just kidding. Sober mind and sober body. You can find beauty in all things. Oh my god, none of these are it. ChatGPT sucks sometimes, it really does. Whatever. It's just feeding me shows I already definitely know about, like Glenn Martin DDS. That's a classic, too. I am not going to lie. This went a little longer than I was expecting, and I didn't get to the things that I was thinking of getting to. But I also kind of want to go through these articles a little bit more in depth, I think. So I'll be doing another stream tomorrow that won't be about this. We'll be doing like more just kind of a fun stream tomorrow. Probably also kind of late, but we'll see what the topics are. I'm going to pick some stuff out. I really do appreciate everybody that did stop in now. Remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Yeah, we're trying to just do more streams here. Have some more fun. Bring some more people in. You know, eventually maybe we'll have some call-ins with people. Maybe I'll get in touch with Alex. And maybe I'll have him call in at some point on one of these streams. We'll figure something out. But yeah, you know, I really do appreciate all the people that come in and have some fun with me. I'm always having fun with you. we get nostalgic about aesthetics again. I'm sorry, Undead Bread. I'm ending it early a little bit. I do just have some stuff I need to get done. I'm not gonna lie. Embrace the gray slurry, Cap. That is what our future holds. I don't really want. That. It doesn't have to be. I'm really sorry, Brett. I did have a fun time with everybody. But like I said, I'll be here tomorrow. I'll try and start a little bit earlier. I started a little late today. Who the fuck is Alex? He's fictional. That is the truth. But yes, this stream went all types of different places. It really did, and that's the beauty of a stream. Remember that. Same dude Keemstar called the N-word. That is Alex. But I have been Captain Quasar, and this is Captain Quasar signing off.